Hi. So I hope I'm live. So what's going on? How do I know if people are online? How to find your calling? 0 viewers. So I'm going to start doing regular live streams. Hey, we've got 2 viewers. So I wonder if there's chat somewhere. Hey guys, I'm just setting this up. I've not done this before like this. I've live streamed once before from my phone, but I'm doing it from my laptop and it's a bit different. So I'm just trying to work things out. So, chat. Yeah, can someone just type a message in chat? Just anything, just so I can see if the chat works. So I can. So hi. Yeah, so I'm just getting to grips with this live streaming. It's the first time I've done it like this. So if someone could type a chat message in just so I can see that the chat's working, that could be cool. And so I'm talking about how to find your calling. So maybe you guys can't chat because you don't have a YouTube account, maybe. I don't know. I can't see any messages in the group chat. I'm quite sure how this works. So I'll just talk. So yeah, so I'm going to start doing regular live streams. Probably I'm thinking Tuesday nights, 6 p.m. UK time. And what I'll do is I'll upload this, I'll post this on my website, jonathancmartin.com, JONATHANCMARTIN.com. I'll put a post up on there about when I'm going to do the regular live streams, so you guys can be prepared and know that this is coming up, because I just did this out of the blue this time. It's a bit of a test, so check out my website. But I'm probably going to do it on Tuesday evenings around 6 p.m. UK time. So how to find your calling, that was the title of this. So your calling is who you are. It's really just about being yourself to the fullest you can be yourself. Like, it's like what I share in channeling. It's always like, follow your highest excitement, moment to moment, to the best of your ability, without expectation, without hesitation, in the understanding you will always be supported in your reality if you believe you are supported in your reality. And I sort of see it in people a lot. I start to see that people in a way are always already living their calling much more than they realize generally. It's like, in a sense, you could say, like, everything you've been interested on while you've been on this spiritual path. And I'm guessing a lot of you that are watching this video are on, or have been on, some sort of spiritual path for a while. And this tends to sort of give you clues as to what your calling is, what your theme is, what your purpose is. it's like, for me, I like, how did it all start? I got into UFOs, and like I was really passionate about researching UFOs like 8 years ago. After getting into conspiracies, I found UFOs the most fascinating aspect, and I started like listening to Stephen Greer and like his CE5 teachings, and I was meditating, trying to contact UFOs and ETs. And I had some UFO sightings, a spate of 3 UFO sightings after doing this. And then a few months after that, I found Bashar and Bashar's teachings. Like Bashar is an extraterrestrial channel by Dawalanka, similar to what I do with the Yahyel. And so this is a bit weird. Normally when I do live streams, I like to have people asking me questions, but there's only 3 people watching according to the stats, and I can't see any messages coming up. If you've got any questions, like ask me a question, because then I can reflect back to you. It gets me in the flow, but I'll try to talk anyway. So yeah, and it's like what we've been doing while we've been on our path for all this time, on our spiritual journey, like everything we've been researching, whether you're into like Wicca or like, I was going to say voodoo, but that's perhaps not the best idea, but who knows? I'm sure voodoo has a positive aspect to it as well. And or UFOs, or like Hindu teachings, Advaita Vedanta, or non-duality, or Abraham Hicks law of attraction, or all these different paths, like paganism, shamanism. I'm sure I can't think of many now, but there's many, I'm sure. And like, this is a part of your calling, a part of your theme. It's likely that if you've been like studying like Advaita Vedanta or non-duality for like many years while you've been on this path, it's quite likely that this is a part of your calling. This is because this is who you are. This is like, it's like your passion and your inspiration to explore these paths of whatever it is you're excited to explore is like your soul expressing in physical reality. It's like we all have like this core signature vibration, which is like our soul frequency. And this like causes us to explore certain teachings, we resonate to certain teachings that are connected to our soul vibration. Like if we have part of us that resonates with like extraterrestrials, like we're really into like connecting with UFOs, and we've perhaps got soul counterparts, other aspects of our soul consciousness that are on other planets, on other civilizations, then it is likely that we will naturally be drawn to sort of starseed teachings or extraterrestrial channels or sort of multi-dimensional teachings, because we have this resonance within ourselves that is our soul nature, our soul calling, our higher self, our excitement, that is like a blueprint within us, that is like, that has an extraterrestrial energy to it. And this naturally draws us to teachings that will expand and enlighten and fuel the fire of that soul energy within us, that is extraterrestrial consciousness, that is strongly connected to an extraterrestrial reality. And like from here, we follow these teachings that are relevant for us, like whether it be Bashar or like Ashtar or Cryon, or these like multi-dimensional teachers of extraterrestrial wisdom, because it resonates with our soul frequency, with our true core frequency, this our heart energy, the energy of our higher self, our higher being. We like have this like our true nature, or like our calling, our being, our sole purpose is like a frequency that exists within us. It's like our true nature is like not our thoughts or our minds. It's like we have all these thoughts and these beliefs, and they're just beliefs and thoughts that have been picked up by society, from society, like from our teachers, from our parents, from the media, from our contemporaries, our friends, our religion, our spiritual teachers. In a way, like even our spiritual teachers, it's just words and thoughts and beliefs that we've picked up. We're like born like an empty operating system, like a blank disk, and we like get programmed with everything we're taught, all these beliefs and thoughts. But these beliefs and thoughts have nothing to do with who we are. Who we are is like a vibrational state. We come here with a vibrational state, with a frequency that is unique, and our calling and our purpose is just to express this vibrational state in reality, to tune into our soul frequency, our higher self frequency, through like these teachings such as following our highest excitement or quietening our mind. They're all to do with pointing us back to our true nature, our true vibrational state, our true core signature vibration that is our soul, that is our soul consciousness, our soul being. And all these teachings that we follow for so long, they're like putting us back in contact with our soul essence, the frequency of our higher self, the frequency of who we are. And from this place, we have a gift that we can share with reality, human reality, like the physical world. And this is our calling. It's really just tuning back into our true nature, our true frequency, our true vibration. And it's like, for you, just as an example, for like, you may be like a nature realm, an elemental. Like you, perhaps your soul frequency is very much of an elemental consciousness, like very connected to like the fairy kingdom or the nature spirit kingdom, or like the pagan energy or something like this, say like the fairy kingdom. And like you have this core signature vibration, an energy, a beingness within you that is very resonant with what might be termed the fairy kingdom or the elemental kingdom. And we can come to identify this. We can come to see like energies that exist within this, like representations in physical reality of our core signature energy, the energy of our soul and our higher self. And it can be like if you're like got this fairy elemental energy within you, it might like start to express as like an emerald green crystal or something like this. You might start to tune into something that is very reflective of this consciousness that exists within you, this fairy elemental consciousness that exists within you. And we can begin to tune into this resonance, tune into this frequency, and see the things that resonate with us, like green, emerald green crystals, and the grass, and the sky and water. And it's like frequencies that are like a reflection, a mirror of this core signature vibration, this soul essence that exists within us, our true nature, our core signature vibration, our soul in a sense. It's like, it's not quite our soul. It's like, I guess it's our higher self, the resonance of our higher self in physical reality, how our higher self manifests in physical reality. And through like these teachings, all the spiritual teachings we've been drawn to, it's about stripping back the layers of social conditioning and what society has imprinted upon us, which is really what other people think we should be. And of course, other people can never know who we are. Teachers like myself can start to see and give you glimpses and pointers towards your true energy, but only we know what our true core signature vibration is. And the more we tap into this through these teachings, such as following our highest excitement, meditation, mantras, yoga, they're all like techniques that are enabling us to strip back our conditioning and our beliefs, to let our core signature vibration shine through, our true energy, our true signature frequency. And the more we're on this path, the more we can like sense into this. We can like sense into the conditioning of the mind and how it differs from like this energy that naturally exists within us. To use the example, like the energy of a fairy, like an elemental being that resonates with the heart chakra and the emerald green energy of the earth and the water and the stars, and this natural resonance that exists within us. And when we can like tune into this energy, from here we can like operate as our true self, as our true nature, and we come to see more clearly who we are as a soul, as a higher self, as an energetic individuation of consciousness, as a crystal of creation, an aspect of the crystal, infinite crystal of all that is. And it's really about like stripping back all the layers of the onion, like peeling back layer after layer after layer of all these things that have been imprinted upon us by our parents and our teachers and society, people that possibly feel they have our best interests at heart, and some people that don't have our best interests at heart, and some people that just want to get money out of us, and some people that just want to manipulate us. And like it's seeing that they've all downloaded like layers of like who we're not on top of our pure consciousness, our pure energy that we existed as when we were birthed into this world. And it's just about getting back to being who you are. I mean, it's such a cliche, be yourself. Be yourself, and that's what it's all about. Just being yourself and not letting others' opinions of you sway you from your path, sway you from your calling, because that's a bad idea. It's like all these people that are trying to tell us what to do. They're only trying to tell us what to do because they're insecure about what they're doing themselves. They're so concerned that what they're doing is wrong that they want to tell us to do the same thing that they're doing to convince themselves that they're actually right, because they're so doubting what they're doing, and with good reason, because what they're doing is insane, because they're following the structure of society, which is a complete disorientation, a complete misperception of how we are supposed to live our lives. And of course, there is no supposed to, there's free will. We can choose to be part of this corporate messed up world if we wish. It's up to you. But there's another way we can live our lives, as many people have pointed to us in the past. We can just become who we are, and this is why the teaching of following your highest excitement is of the greatest service to yourself and all of humanity, because this is who we are. And when we begin to resonate with our highest excitement and our calling and our true core signature vibration, we become to be our true selves. We're in the essence of creation. We're in the natural flow, the natural Shakti energy, that feminine energy, the Shakti energy that is the birthing of creation, that is the natural flow of pure consciousness. Like in the East, they talk about Shiva being pure consciousness. Shiva, masculine energy, like pure consciousness, like pure potential, I guess, in a sense. And then we have Shakti, which is the embracing of the feminine energy, and it's the movement of creation, the force that creates in reality. And this Shakti energy that creates with the natural flow of creation, that's what it is. It's like creation. There's a natural flow of Shakti consciousness that births out of us when we're in alignment with our true core signature vibration. And that energy is a natural energy. It's like source consciousness, like universal awareness, breathing out into creation, breathing out into reality, and expanding and growing. And the whole force, momentum behind this Shakti flow, this energy of pure consciousness birthing in reality, moving through us, through our excitement, through our being true, who we truly are, true to ourselves, in our excitement, in our passion, in our joy. This is the Shakti energy flowing out and manifesting in reality. The source consciousness, the way in which source consciousness, God, the infinite one, wants to create in form. And what does God, source consciousness, infinity, want to do in reality? It wants to serve itself. It wants to support the whole. It wants to grow. It wants to expand. It wants to encompass all parts of creation and support all parts of creation. So this is why when you're in the flow, the Shakti flow of your highest excitement in reality, you're always of the highest service to it all, because it's in the natural movement of creation. It's like a symbiosis. It's like, if you look at like how Earth survived for billions of years before humans got here and started interfering with their physical minds and their misaligned perceptions and messed Earth up. It was all in perfect symbiosis for billions of years. And it's because creation moves in perfect clockwork, all in symbiosis. It's a symbiotic relationship. The universe is in symbiosis with itself. It's holding its whole self. All that is holds itself in perfect balance. And through synchronicity, those aspects of creation that need to support each other will always come together when it's in the natural supporting energy, because the natural flow of creation, the natural flow of God consciousness is to support itself, to create, to grow, to expand in love and light, and to create itself. So that natural impulse spread out through infinite perspectives to explore reality through Shakti consciousness, through excitement, through true divine inspiration, always resonates together because it wants to support itself. All these infinite portals, infinite windows of creation that want to create and manifest, they are all of the same consciousness of love, light, bliss, awareness. So they all naturally resonate together through the law of attraction. They resonate together like one infinite particle of the Godhead over here is expressing in a certain way that wants to grow and love and create and co-create and come together and support all aspects of creation. So another aspect over here, the one that is doing the same, that can support each other, will naturally resonate together because they're both of the frequency of support and love and compassion and creativity and expansion and support and symbiosis. So they naturally resonate together to support each other. And this is the natural flow. And this is why when we're in our excitement and expanding through that Shakti consciousness, bringing the divine feminine aspect, birthing it into reality through the love in our hearts and who we are, and resonating with our heart's code, our heart's signature vibration, we create this symbiotic relationship where everything supports the whole, where all aspects are relevant. This is the idea of synchronicity, the idea that when two entities are both in the idea of wanting to love and create and co-create and support and live in a symbiotic relationship, they will naturally draw each other together through the law of attraction, because this is one of the laws of creation. What you put out is what you get back. Like for like attracts. And this is how we create this symbiotic relationship, through following our Shakti impulse, our higher self-consciousness, through following our excitement and tuning into our core signature vibration and being our true self. We enter into this symbiotic relationship with all of creation, and life grows and life expands and it supports each other and it amplifies and it gets more and more ecstatic and more blissful and more abundant. And so this is why tuning into that core signature vibration and being our true selves to the best of our ability is the perfect way to express in creation. So if anyone has any questions, if you could type in the chat. There seems to be a chat box here. I'm getting used to using YouTube Live. I'm if anyone's sent a question I haven't replied, it's because it's not appearing. There's like this group chat, but it's in like Google Hangouts. So I don't really know why I'm doing this. It's the first time I've done a live broadcast, so I don't know if there's questions appearing anywhere else somewhere. I wonder if not sure. So if anyone has a question, or at least can just type something in the text box, just so I can see the questions are working, that would be really beneficial. Just say hi in the chat box. So I'm not seeing any questions, so perhaps it's not configured properly. So let's see if anything else comes. Yeah, so really your calling is who you are, and like it's likely that like everything you've been into since you've been on this path, and it can also be like good to look back at your childhood and the things you were into in your childhood, because before we got corrupted by society, can give you some pointers. And but specifically, and of course it's all about be you to the fullest you can be you. Yeah, I'm feeling that's perhaps it. There's nothing else coming now, and I can't see any questions, so maybe I've not got this configured properly. But so what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to start doing live streams regularly, and I feel I'm probably going to do Tuesday nights, 6 p.m. UK time, GMT. And I'll put it up on my website though, so check out my website, jonathancmartin.com, JONATHANCMARTIN.com. I'll put a post up there saying exactly when I'm going to do the live streams regularly, so you guys can have a heads up and it just doesn't come up randomly like this. And of course, I also do private sessions, private channeling sessions, private coaching sessions. I'm going to start doing card readings soon, because I seem to have resonated to do working with some cards, like doing traditional card readings. So that seems to be happening now, and there's quite a few other things I'm starting to resonate towards seeing. But yeah, check out my website. Private sessions available there, and I'll post when I'm going to start doing these live streams regularly, which I think is going to be 6 p.m. UK time on Tuesdays. So have a good day. See you soon. Shibai. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.